Yo, what's up, everybody? RageCage20 here, and we're taking our first step into our what's probably going to be a semi-long exploration of the band Nightwish. Nightwish, I have to say, I mean, I've only heard stories. I've never gotten into this with anyone before, but this might be our first step into that because I'm pretty sure the next couple words out of my mouth is not going to be very popular with a lot of people. Prepare your body, prepare your mind for the worst thing you could possibly hear me say. Take a deep breath and note that everyone has their own opinions. Here's how we're going to start this. We're going to take a look at the Dark Passion Play album. Now, the reason we're starting here is because it's kind of short for me. And I'll explain all this in a second. You know, if you're new to the channel, sit down, get yourself some popcorn, some snacks, get yourself a drink, whatever your poison is. Whether you love the soda, you love the sauce, or you just love a straight up glass of water with some tinkling ice cubes in there. You know that sound. Oh yeah. Whatever gets your fancy, get it and get down, because we have long intros to these. To the first episodes of these, we have long intros, and then every one, etc., moves pretty fast. Now, for everyone out there who's a Nightwish fan, you know that there's kind of probably a heated debate between the three singers that they have had. Whether you're a fan of the original singer, which I know her name, I don't even think I'd pronounce it correctly, but I'm gonna try to. I know her name is pronounced something like Tarja, or Tarja. Like you don't pronounce the day. You don't pronounce the J, but I like to say Tarja, just because it sounds it's easier to pronounce on my Western ears. But I know that's not how you pronounce it. Just throwing that one out there. Whether you love the original singer Tarja, the singer for only like 2 albums, I think, Annette, or the new singer Floor, as everyone likes to call her, Floor Jansen, because that is her last name. There seems to be a huge debate between which is your favorite Nightwish singer. And I personally have only heard Tarja and Annette. I have kind of listened to a mix of songs in between a bunch of these albums. I have not really listened to anything past Dark Passion Play, so I've never listened to Floor. I have listened to Floor cover the first song in Dark Passion Play, which is Dark Passion Play. And honestly, I did not like it as much as I liked Annette singing it. But then again, that's more my personal belief that no one should go back and sing the previous singer's work. But I get it, because Annette did the same thing. Annette was singing Tarja songs. I was like, it's not as good as Tarja. Like, why would you walk on that landmine? Is just because I get it. Because you're a band, if you made all these songs that people love, just because you got a new singer doesn't mean all of a sudden that like 50% of your repertoire is now out the window and you can't sing those no more. So it puts the singer in a really awkward position where they have to sing very popular songs from the other singer themselves, and everyone's going to be judging them based off of, well, it's not as good as when they sing it. So that's kind of personally why I did not care much for Floor. I know everyone's like, oh my god, Floor's so amazing, she gives you floorgasms. Maybe we'll find that out together. Me personally, I kind of like Annette the most at the moment, just because I really love Dark Passion Play. Some of Tarja's stuff was really good, some of it not so much, and I haven't heard Floor, so that's why Annette currently, even though I've only listened to 1 album of hers, is my favorite. Now, with that being said, if we look at this album, and of course that's subject to change, I might change my opinion the more Nightwish we listen to. So Dark Passion Play, the first song's not Dark Passion Play, there's a section of The Poet and the Pendulum that's titled Dark Passion Play, but that's not the name of the song, sorry. I've listened to Poe and the Pendulum 100 fucking times. Yeah, I can't remember the name. I've listened to Bye Bye Beautiful 100 fucking times. Amaranth 100 fucking times. Master Passion Greed I've listened to quite a bit. Sahara is fucking amazing. I've listened to that quite a bit. The Islander I've listened to a lot. I've listened to 7 Days to the Wolves a lot. However, I've maybe once over or have barely listened to Cadence of Her Last Breath, which is the song we're starting with right now, as you are very well aware of. Eva, however you want to pronounce that. I have listened to Whoever Brings the Night a few times, but I want to listen to that song again and really get that Annette flavor back in my ears. Same with For the Heart I Once Had. I've also listened to that quite a bit, but I don't know. We might throw that one in there, we might not. Last of the Wilds I barely listened to, Meadows of Heaven I barely listened to, and The Escapist I barely listened to. So for our Dark Passion Play album exploration, we're only going to really listen to like 4 or 5 songs, because I listened to most of it. But then we're going to jump from there, probably not today for me, but we're going to jump from Dark Passion Play into Imaginarium, which I believe is the second and only other album that Annette sang in. So we're going to delve into, do I really like Annette or do I really like this album? And then we're going to go into a Floor album to see how I feel about that, how about her, maybe listen to some of her live stuff and see if we can understand what everyone's talking about with this whole Floorgasm stuff. And then we're going to jump backwards to Tarja so we can have a educated assumption on who really is our favorite singer. Not about who's the best singer, because that's going to be completely opinion based, but who's our favorite singer. So yeah, we're going to have an interesting exploration to Nightwish. Cadence of Her Last Breath, I know there's some heavy breathing in the beginning, I think, and that's all I really remember that song. I've listened to it before, but I cannot remember anything about it. Let's see if we can knock some of those cobwebs loose and maybe take a more in-depth listen to this song than I ever have before. So, that's our goal today. Let's get this party started, y'all. Cadence of Her Last Breath, Nightwish. If you haven't listened to Nightwish, go listen to fucking Nightwish. They're an amazing fucking band. Here we go. There's that breathing I was talking about. Little bits of it's coming back to me. Ooh, I like that pitch shift. It's a shippers thing. Yeah. Hmm. I swear I am. I don't know if I mentioned this before. I'm slowly shifting into my old college music instructor. After every song, he'd be like, "Okay." I'm doing the same thing. I just don't know what else to say afterwards. I was just like, "All right, hey, I listened to that song. Let's go." There's a few things to unpack here. Depending on whoever the singer is, I don't remember. I don't remember a lot of the band members' names. I know, of course, Marco. Marco is awesome. The fucking bass player and backup singer, or secondary singer, male vocal. It's fucking amazing. And I don't remember what live show it was, but I think he referred to himself as the grandmother from Mars or something like that. He's a badass, dude. He's so fucking cool. Of course, I know the singer's names and the pianist. I know he like writes a lot of the lyrics and a lot of the music, and I'm sure he's the singers help and whatnot, or have written some of their own stuff as well. But I know he's kind of the lead, I guess maybe producer and kind of musical direction of the band. And I can never remember his name because it's insanely hard to pronounce. But I have no idea who the guitarist and the drummer are. I've never memorized their name. I've never even take the time to learn their name, and I should. I just haven't. I'm just being honest with you. It's not because I have anything against them. I just haven't, and I'm just being honest. I don't know what to tell you. But no matter who's singing, their pianist, who I could take the time to look up now, full screen me. I forgot his name, but I'm just going to Nightwish in here on fucking Wikipedia, cause I can. I actually learned today that Marco was not in the band from the beginning. I thought he was. No way. Oh, that's the guitarist. Tomas, that's right. I think that's how you pronounce his name at least. I'm not even going for his Holopainen? I think is his last name. I can't. Listen, I'm very American, and I cannot pronounce fucking foreign names to save my life. I'm horrible at it, and I apologize. But yeah, the guitarist. Good. I think there's a good reason I never learned his name. Emppu. Vorin? EMPPU. Emppu? I don't know. Someone phonetically teach me how to spell that, how to pronounce that name, because I would love to. Anyways, and the drummer, it looks like recently they have a new drummer, which is, it's always sad when you get new members, because you get used to the members. Like, no one in Camelot's like the person who's been there from the beginning, except for Thomas Youngblood, and I believe Oliver, but he didn't come in the beginning. But I think those are the only two remaining members left, and that just makes me so sad. Casey left, Glenn left, Roy Khan left. It just makes me sad. But anyways, yeah, they're the drummer, Jukka, Jukka. Never, I don't know. They're Finnish. I believe most of them are Finnish. I think some of them come from somewhere else in Europe. But the origination of the band is a Finnish band. But not all of them are Finnish. Anyways, yes. To get this out of here, Tomas writes good music. He's a really good writer, and he you can even hear it in just the little subtleties that I heard in this song. I was thinking to myself, like the lyrics, there are points where the lyrics just kind of felt a little drawn out, a little stretched, and it didn't feel as natural as I kind of have come to expect the lyrics to be from Nightwish. So that may be why I don't listen to this song that often. I do not know. But even in that, I heard just little nuances that they added in here that is just like really cool. And I think the reason I was looking on my phone at the beginning was I was trying to find the definition while listening, of course. I was trying to find the definition of pitch shift and pitch slide to see which one I was talking about. And I think it's slide, because I think pitch shift is something different. But I didn't really get that one solved, so time not really well spent. I have some couple time markers down here. I just couldn't stop touching see what time it was because I just kept noticing little things and I wanted to come back and point these out. Around 40 seconds here, I don't know where the fuck it was. I noticed that there's this cool little piano riff they got in here that you can just kind of hear on high in the background, just kind of plucking out these notes, and I thought it was really cool, and I really wanted to emphasize that. You can hear the piano in the background. Yeah. It's definitely a synthesizer. You can just hear, like, I don't know what setting this would be changed to on the keyboard, but you can just hear that that's not a normal piano like keyboard that it switches up to here. Yeah, what it kind of blends into, it kind of goes into that and just like right into a regular piano, but that just kind of that, I don't even know how to define it, that kind of extra really high piercing sound that's not even a note but sound that's coming along with each chord and note from the keyboard here is really cool. It's a really cool effect. I don't know if you can hear it, but I can hear it. Yeah, that's a really cool effect. That's a really cool sound, and I really like those little touches in there. It's like it's kind of in the back. It's kind of in the background, but you can prominently hear it, and I just think that there's a beautiful little touches in there. I also wanted to address the way Annette sings, and I don't know if she doubles over her voice all the time, and that's because when I hear Annette holding out those long chords, it's just like, oh, this is the Annette style singing right here. Like, this is that clear Annette voice. When you think of Annette singing, this is it. I feel like she's doubling her voice, like, recording over her voice and kind of doubling it to kind of create this effect, but it sounds really fucking cool. Sorry when the chorus starts here. You can hear two voices moving there. Of course, that's the touches in the rest of the band that is singing. There's that second voice that's higher. And it's still soloing even after while she's holding that note and the other bandmate was coming. You could hear it like below everybody, kind of doing its own thing. Like I like it's kind of what you think of Inez, that extra sound that comes with her voice, and I think it's her recording herself twice and harmonizing at the same time. It's powerful, it's impactful. I really like that effect, and that's that like Annette singing style effect that just really shines through in these songs. I quite enjoy. Now I wrote 233 down, but I didn't write anything after that. So let's see. Wow, it's been 20 minutes. That makes that's very fascinating. So let's see if I can find what the fuck I wrote that timer down for. Guitar solo. Yeah, I think it was the guitar solo. That really cool. Yeah, that really cool effect, kind of reverby but more distorted guitar just sweeps, and I don't know the proper terms for this, people. I'm just trying to define what it sounds like. That's my notebook, by the way. I'm not writing in, and I'm just using it to write because my other notebook is in my car because I was ready to fucking bounce if fire tried to burn down my fucking house. But I think it's good. I'm gonna start moving stuff back in tomorrow. So, anyways, hey, good news. My house didn't burn down. But yeah, just kind of that there's like extra layers and distortion that's added with this cool little sweeping sounds. Like he's almost like he's is that sweep picking? Is that what that's called? I think that's what it's called. Almost as if he's sweep picking this guitar solo. It's pretty fucking awesome. Listen to that again. I want to say sweep picking. But yeah, no, definitely a very cool distorted effect that they have on the guitars. Oh, it was really cool sound. And then like immediately after, it's like about 3:10 here, there's this awesome like chunky guitar thing that I feel like they've done in quite a few of their songs. I don't know if it's only in this album, but for definitely a Nightwish style here. This is the kind of this really gritty, chunky guitar chords in here. I think. Yeah, fucking, it's so cool. Oh yeah. Also, again, what I was saying, there's little nuances that Tomas really just slides into the writing is really cool. When you can hear the piano during the chorus just kind of creeps in, which I think it jumps back into the chorus here, or not 100% falls in. Oh no, it's the same. Wait for it. It's gonna sneak in here. Listen to that piano. It's like, I think 3 notes. Yeah. Da da da. It just slides in, just like you could almost barely hear it, but it just kind of pops back in. Da da da. Oh, listen to it. Oh. Just silent. Just 3 notes and it stops. That might not seem like a lot, but to me, just when I can hear those 3 notes and it just gels so well with that transition between her holding a note in the chorus and the rest of the band coming in. Well, I think it's just Marcus, but I don't know, it could be someone else as well. Coming in with the "come away" or "run away" lyrics, and you just hear right in between, like sandwiched in between, Marco coming in below him, and Annette holding at that nose is da-na-na, just there and just kind of fades away. That's beautiful writing in my opinion. Like that's some good shit, is what I would say. Anyway, that's all I got for this song. It's seriously, Nightwish is a great band, man. I honestly really enjoy this band. I hope I'll continue to enjoy this band. I'm sure there's gonna be some songs that it's gonna be like, meh, not as good. I know I definitely found some when I was listening through a bunch of their older albums way back in the day, way back in high school and stuff. I don't think all the Tarja songs was a hit. I think there's some really good ones in there, but I also think there's some flops in there, and I'm sure we'll find them eventually in hell. Maybe the next album is probably going to be some of that songs I do not like. I do not know. And I'm sure I'm going to have things to say about Flora Jansen. Probably just because everyone's like, she's the shit, and I might disagree with that just because of that. But I don't know. I'll try not to. Promise I'll try not to. But we will see. So thank you all for joining me. Put your feelings down on how you feel about this song and my analysis of this song down in the comments below. I'd love to have a conversation with you about it, and I will see you fucking next time.